Hello and welcome to Mr. Randy's Wine and Spirits. I am Mr. Randy, and today we're doing another full review episode. That's right, part 2 of a 3-part series that Mr. Randy does when he does a whiskey, wine, libation of sorts reviews. If you're new to the channel, hello and welcome. Come on in and have a seat. Enjoy the show. All my returning viewers, you know how we do. Always good to see you. It's always good to see a good one. Come on in. So here we are with Gilbey's gin. This is a distilled London Dry, quality and tradition. There you go. Distilled from 100% grain neutral spirits. I know some of my viewers have a certain feeling towards those grain neutral spirits, but it's okay. We can just let it go. You don't have to carry it. You don't have to carry that stone. This comes in at 40% and it's 80 proof. Sorry about that. Here's the back. Bottled, Frankfort, Kentucky. There's always the government having to have its slice of the pie and its moment of fame. There you go. Don't operate heavy machinery. As fun as it may seem, just don't do it. Don't do it. Hey, look, it's 97 calories with 0 carbs, which means it's very much Mr. Randy friendly. We're going to go ahead and get a pour on. So we're going to go ahead and do the rundown in 3, 2, 1. So the full review is the second part, the second step in a 3-part series that Mr. Randy does when he does a review for his whiskey, wine, libations of sorts. We're at part 2, but we're going to take a step back real quick and go off the rip. I get the bottle home, most importantly, crack it open, pour it in a glass, have my first pour, and share my first impressions with you because you're awesome. You deserve it. You really deserve it. Don't listen to all the haters out there. Part 2, halfway down, where we're at today, is called the full review. I went on the internet. No safety guards, no friends holding my hands. All on myself, because I'm a big boy now. And I got as little as information as they could possibly give me, which wasn't very much. There was a whole lot of personal reviews that did not share a lot of information. Just a lot of yeah, no, good for the money, thanks for next to nothing. Okay, moving on. Part 3, all the way down here, the final pour, thusly named. We'll have the final pour, about this much, hopefully. And I'm gonna compare this final pour with the first pour and everything in between. So here we are, full review of Gilbey's gin. They threw a lot of dates: 1870s, 1895, 1930. I do believe they said that the 1930 was where they established themselves here in the United States of America. This was established in England back in the 1870s. They truly established themselves, I think, around 1895, and then 1930 established themselves over here across the pond. This is a Jim Beam Suntory product. Price Mr. Randy paid out the door was just under $11, so it was $10 and change. I think it was like $9 and some odd cents for this 750. So just about for $10 out the door you can get this, and it's a very nice gin. Hope I didn't spoil it for you there. This comes in at 40% ABV. No sense in taking a look at the color because it's clearer than your tap water, that's for sure. It's clearer than mine. Hopefully the tap water where I'm going next month will be a lot better than what we got here in this little podunk military town. Nothing against the military. Over 90% of Mr. Randy's family is military for 7 generations and going. It's got a very nice nose. This is a very nice, inexpensive gin. I was in a store when I was picking up this syndicate, which was an hour drive away, an hour back, so a 2-hour total drive. I just want to keep pointing that out. And the guy in front of me, he was much older than me, much older. Nothing to do with his age. He's definitely had some wisdom because he had a handle of this. Sparked a conversation. Gave him my card. Hopefully he's watching. Sir, if you're watching, and I commented you on your 1.75 handle of Gilbey's gin, this one's for you, buddy. It's got a wonderful nose. It's got citrus orange. It's more of an orange peel, orange zest. It's very nice. It's got some spiciness to it. It's got a wonderful, wonderful nose. This is quite, I mean, it's from England. It's imported from England. It's very nice. Very inexpensive, not cheap. Don't you dare call this cheap. So let's go ahead and get on the palate. Get that first palating out the way. Look at that. Very nice. If you're not understanding what a London Dry is, it means that nothing has been added after the distillation process, which means no added sweeteners, nothing to alter the flavors of any sort. Once it's gone through the distillation process, it is aged, or it's put in a vat or of sorts, a barrel, a plastic food grade barrel, until it's bottled and then it's shipped. That is a London Dry. I actually prefer the London Dries. I have a few more already on the shelf waiting for off the rips to occur. Let's get one more on the palate and then we'll talk about it. Yes, sir. That viscosity does transfer very nicely. Coats the mouth. Very smooth, very mellow, very nice. Flavor characters seem to perk right up. Those are pretty mildly lasting. But we'll save all that for the finish, which we are about to do right now. And you're about to hear a beep or a buzzer. I don't want that to shock anybody. It immediately crawls back across the tongue. It's on the lips, into the cheeks. The cheeks are starting to tighten up a little bit. Very nice. Flavor character, those profiles are starting to dissipate. Still getting quite a bit on the tongue. The gums are starting to kick in. Not a whole lot going on in the back. The heat is probably, it's at least a 1. Not too bad. About to hear that buzzer here in just a moment. It's been a week-long journey of laundry. Trying to work this out. So I still got a bit of numbness on the cheeks and the gums. The tongue's pretty much done. The heat on the back is still sustaining pretty nicely. It's a pretty nice gin. It's very inexpensive. I've seen this just about everywhere I go. I've never seen it in a glass bottle, but they've been in plastic. I'm not too fond about plastic, and I understand that. So I still get quite a bit in the gums and the cheek. It's just like hanging in there. It's really lingering. My score, I'm going to give this a pretty good score. I'm going to give this for a gin, I'm going to give this a strong 4 out of 5 because it is, it's amazingly inexpensive for what you're getting. 40%, don't let that fool you. I don't drink this straight except for these reviews. What I do is I put them in tonic water. I do a mix of 1 to 3 or 1 to 2. 1 part gin, 2 parts tonic, or 3 parts tonic, depending on the ABV. The tonic water helps carry all the character profiles, the nose and the palate, helps carry them very nicely. And that is what makes me pick tonic over soda. Soda is very flat. There's not a lot to it. And that's it. It kind of robs from the spirit that you add to it, in my opinion. The tonic helps bring it out. It helps really mix it up and really robust it and pop it out. So I normally drink this in gin and tonic, which has become very quickly my go-to libation. I do love sipping a nice scotch every once in a while, but my standard go-to everyday drinker is now gin and tonic. So a strong 4 out of 5, especially when it comes to a tonic. Very inexpensive, very nice. If you haven't tried it, I highly recommend it. Don't overlook it just because it is in a plastic bottle and it's got that sort of nice but somewhat generic and low class or bottom shelf. Don't let that fool you. If you have never tried a gin and tonic, I highly recommend it. Try this. It's inexpensive. 10, 12 bucks, you get this bottle and maybe a bottle of tonic and you're set, my friend. My fair price, I think it's grossly underpriced. I really do. But that adds to the scoring of it being so high. Because it's inexpensive, it's a banger in my opinion. Would I buy this again? Abso-freaking-lutely. If I get to a point where I've tried as all the gins I care to try, it's already starting to get me. If I've gone through all the ones I've dared to try, this is going to be one of the ones that are going to be a huge contender. Now, you know I'm willing to spend $40 on a bottle of gin because that Japanese Roku is still sitting on my mind. Like, I'm ready to go back to that. I'm ready for a second bottle. That Shinner gin is also, I've been thinking about that for a while too. But there it is. Let me know what you think in the comments. And as always, thanks for stopping by here at Mr. Randy's Wine and Spirits. Have a good one.